tears coming out of my eyes because my heart is so on fire. I'm fearless. You're fearless. You're the best that you will ever be when God is in your heart like that. And when it's burning, you're fearless. And you're not afraid of the devil. You actually hunt him. He says, why are you doing this? And I say to him, because God's children are not for sale. They're not for sale. You can't do it anymore, Satan. And we're coming after you. And I'm not afraid. And I'd ask you all not to be afraid either, because they're worth saving.
This is a song to end human trafficking.
My administration will focus on ending the absolutely horrific practice of human trafficking.
God's children aren't for sale.
Don't need the news to legitimize it. No turning away, no choosing sides. I've got to respond to what I see.
Let's do something about
It's
it.
the reason that your heart beats. Two eyes open, see the truth for the first time. They move 10,000 hands to reach your life. Start a chain reaction 40 million times. So 7 billion of us, but we are all God's children. Made in His image, perfectly loved, worthy of freedom. All God's children, made in His image, perfectly loved, worthy of freedom. Held and treasured every soul, God's children.
They've challenged and gone against the will of God, and they've gone after the innocents, the children, and God is not.
I find my way home.
And according to a news reporter who contacted me after he had seen, or she, I guess it's a woman. There's two different ones, and I think one's a man and one's a woman, but two different news agencies. But yeah, I think it was a woman that said they were doing a documentary about all his, biofuels or electronic sales and different things that he was pushing as a fraud. And they wanted me to work with them, and get whatever information I had. So I gave them quite a bit of information, and I don't know what they did with it. I haven't heard back. But, people, even after they see this, that's not him, that's not him. Well, everybody, he came out on Jaco's show and showed his face again.
Hello, everyone. It's Michael Jaco with Unleashing Intuition Secrets. So today was a fun day. Got to talk to Juan 07. We talked about a lot of stuff, and a lot of the stuff that I have thought was coming, he just went right into it. I didn't even have to prompt him.
Juan, I was just... You there yet? Yep, Juan, I was talking...
We talked about a lot of stuff, an hour and a half. The connection kind of faded a little bit, and we talked about that because that seems to be something that is that's going on. And I think as we move forward, we're going to see some of that. So Rumble, my Rumble is Michael J 5326. You see it right there, Michael J 5326. Look at that time, July 22nd in 2021. Wow, lots of twos there. I don't know what that means, but it probably means something positive. I think the full moon is full, and it's the tide.
You there yet? Yep, Juan, I was talking to Juan, I was just... You there yet? Yep, Juan,
I had heard someone talk about that there was a picture out there somewhere, but I don't think anybody had ever seen it. And after he shut me down, God just handed me that on a silver platter. So whatever you sow, you're going to reap. That's just the way it is. Whatsoever a man sows, that shall he also reap. Or you can call it karma, whatever you want to call it. Whatever goes round comes round. That's the law of the universe. You can't change it. If you plant corn, you're not going to get green beans. So there's just several segments in here. I'm making a longer video that I'm going to put on BitChute. I'm just going to put this one on Twitter right now. But you guys have a good day and enjoy Mr. 107, aka Wayne Ronald Willott, or Agent W, as he used to be called. Or, yeah, JFK Jr. I think they've made so many little cults around this, it's just crazy. But there you go. It's been a while back, years to go. Hi there. I'm so terribly sorry you have been ill. This is not the first one I got from her. I hadn't responded in quite a while, and I was telling her I'd been sick. We reached out and spoke to Dan Willott, Wayne's brother, today. He isn't too keen on his brother's activities, and what is interesting, Wayne never grew up in church, and as far as the brother knows, Wayne has never really had an interest in the Bible. I found Wayne had a solar company, perhaps in Washington, and I think it was one of those multi-level marketings where they promise to sell you panels and they take the money and leave, but I need to confirm this. I would also like to get a screenshot of the vehicles he shows up in these rallies, as my hunch is they are rental cars for show. I want to take a listen to his conversations on Hagman and Quayle's show. We found his ex-wife. We have her name as Candace Nybo Darling. She lives in Lebanon, Oregon, and it looks like her husband has a heating business. Well, if he was ever married to someone named Candace, I have no knowledge of it. I do have knowledge of his ex. She called herself his wife, but I don't know if they were technically married. But she was like 25 years younger than him. She was pretty young when he got with her. And they had a son, may he rest in peace, who was in a horrible car accident a couple of years ago. Actually, right around the time that Wayne Willott showed up in Vegas with Jennifer Mack. So, I don't know who this Candace Nybo Darling is. Does anyone else? I know his goons got your material removed. I am hoping we can work together and perhaps use the information you have garnered in a documentary coming forward. We just want to stop the gold sales, the solar sales, the bleeding of regular hard-working people's money. He is in cahoots with Simon Parks and Charlie Ward. All the best.
First of all, I'd like to thank Tim Ballard for having me play him in this film. And I'm really pleased that you could see this trailer. This film comes just right at the right moment. Trafficking, like abortion, interrupts God's plan. It is an unnatural evil obstruction of God's path. When God tells us to do something, we should never hesitate. And that's what I've always done. When I came to Hollywood, I tried to do the same thing, whether it was the Passion of the Christ or the Sound of Freedom. I go where he leads me. Playing Jesus, you might say, was controversial. I should have known from the beginning. Mel Gibson said it was going to be very physical. I first walked into Jesus' shoes to carry the cross. It felt that it weighed at least 200 pounds from the very first day. We are headed into the storm of all storms. Yes, this storm is upon us. but not without Jesus, our rudder. And in the words of Reagan, evil is powerless if the good are unafraid. God bless you.